A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has moved up the rankings defensively year after year. Coach Billy Donovan said, "I've said it all along. We've got to be a team that hangs our hat on defense. And with their size and athleticism, there's no reason they can't be the best defense in the league." Kevin?
And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Robertson in at the small forward.
And every season, the Thunder continue to be one of the more dominating teams on the glass.
You just wonder how much Steven Adams has been the catalyst for that kind of mentality. We know that offensively he's always in there to grab rebounds, but it's part of what they know is important in any possession is collecting the ball.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. Conley feeling it out. Feeds to Ingles. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Robertson. Paul, no one around him. Great positioning on the putback.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Now here's Conley. Paul with the steal. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. And the Jazz with possession here. 4-point game. Inside. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Bogdanovich. Defense right on him.
And this is what makes Robertson a special defender, the elite athleticism and willingness to put his body on the line.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Paul with the steal. Count the basket.
Yeah, I don't know when Chris Paul sleeps. It's never during the game. Always active and keeping his arms moving, which is how he's able to swipe that one away.
Now here's Conley. Poked away. Paul against Mitchell. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got his second bucket.
And for an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Conley against Paul. Over Conley. Misses off the right iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's good from long range.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Paul right side. And there's the pass to Robertson. Down low. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams' shot is off. Jazz trail by 7. Outside Conley. Passes it to Mitchell. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Paul for 3. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, that's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bogdanovich finds Conley. The Thunder pull it in.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
There's the dish to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Gobert, the pass to Ingles. Outside Bogdanovich. Gobert trying to get open. Another miss by Utah.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Mitchell. And here's Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Four on the clock. Here's Mitchell. Now here's Gobert. He's covered by Muscala. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
Gilgeous-Alexander, such growth in his first year, continues to show he's learning this game.
Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
That free throw missing. And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable of with his length.
Well, he is just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along. He could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
And he's good on the second.
Gilgeous-Alexander, such an intriguing prospect coming out of Kentucky. I can't wait to watch in a new system how it is that he starts to understand and develop further his offensive play.
And the Jazz call time here.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was one of the main parts of what the Clippers were able to do last year. A lot of people excited about his potential, and now here in Oklahoma City, one of the rising stars in the NBA.
Here's Gobert. No points in the game yet for him. Ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the middle. Paul with the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Mitchell following the basket by Chris Paul. And taken away by Paul. 3-on-3. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
They get it back. Gallinari, and he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jazz trail by 16. Now here's Conley. Dishes to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And Paul gets it to go in. He's got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Gobert. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 18. Bogdanovich dishes to Conley. Mitchell outside. The tray gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here is Gallinari. Back to Muscala. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Knocks it loose. Conley against Paul. Outside Conley. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Off target from 3-point range. The Thunder leading by 15. And they double up Paul. Pass to Gallinari. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Muscala misses. Utah has gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Bogdanovich looking around. The pass to Conley. Passes it to Gobert. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they
It's
look
both
at it.
sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. Sometimes I like to see them getting after it a little bit.
Back to Robertson. Trying to get something going. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz trail by 13. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Exum's shot is off.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. It's blocked.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Ferguson. Pass to Noel. Back to Schroeder. From deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname.
Good on the triple.
Well, not known as an outside shooter, he's definitely working on his three-point accuracy.
And here's Exum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The putback. Misses the follow-up. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 14, and they pick up 2.
And Gallo, as a big, showing his ability to handle the basketball, losing his man off the dribble.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Exum passes to Davis. They get a hand on it. Now here's Exum, guarded closely. And the rejection by Noel.
And Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
And Gallinari kicks it over to Schroeder. From 20 feet out. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Oklahoma City out in front as they end the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Exum. Green is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Davis, and it's Moutier in at the 2 guard. That free throw good from Gallinari. When it comes to hustle and effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important, and sometimes, with the win or loss in the balance?
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. Yeah. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverley, who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But, those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize it. You're exactly right. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Noel. Over Noel. Green, no luck. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Gallinari on the wing. Ferguson for 3. Utah with the rebound. Exum with it. And the rejection by Noel. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Got a piece of it. Schroeder, right side. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now here's Noel, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now, on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
Now, here is Gallinari. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Poked loose. Noel finds Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. Pass to Gallinari. 5 to shoot. Here's Adams. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside. Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
And the free throw, no good. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim. Well, last season, maybe not a lot talked about with regards to how it is that the Oklahoma City team played defensively. Now, that's coming on the foundation of Paul George on the perimeter, so somebody's going to have to step up in that void. But it was a strength of their team, and we'll see if these other players in these roles can make sure they consistently stay good on that end of the floor.
And the first one drops. And Brent, going back to the defense, as the Thunder have lost some of their top scorers, guarding, defending has become a major emphasis.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting time in Oklahoma City for a lot of teaching to get done with these players who are going to have an opportunity to play minutes they have not played before. They look for length and athleticism and hopefully find some guys that have a defensive upside.
Oklahoma City leading by 19. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And the Thunder with the possession here. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Schroeder outside, just 5 on the clock. Gallinari inside the three-point line, and no good. Jazz trailed by 19. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's O'Neal. Outside for Davis. There's the pass to Moutier. Offline with his 3. The Thunder have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5 to the paint. And Noel with the basket on the assist from Gallinari.
Well, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Exum passes to Moutier. That's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Exum.
Have to give some credit to the defense by Schroeder there, making that attempt as difficult and uncomfortable as he possibly could.
The Thunder leading by 21. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Davis sends it back.
Great anticipation. Davis light on his feet and using that 7'2" wingspan sends that one back.
Passes to Moutier. Davis with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Davis still trying to gain the consistency he needs to fulfill his potential.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah. And both free throws good for Davis.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Schroeder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Ed Davis. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
That's good from Schroeder. And you watch Dennis Schroeder, you can see how deadly Brent he can be when he's locked in.
Well, he accepted the role in Oklahoma City about coming off the bench and trying to be a spark plug. For Schroeder, it's really about consistency, Kevin.
And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning quick point guard.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. And Utah has possession. Gobert finds Davis. Shoots over Adams.
Well, that's all Adams and his effort right there. Great job affecting that attempt.
And it's Davis missing. Schroeder passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Utah. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. O'Neal passes to Moutier. Tipped away. It's stolen by Schroeder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal against Schroeder. Ferguson for 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
A free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Ferguson. And Chris Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Royce O'Neal. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Oklahoma City leading by 21. And they double up Paul. Kicks to Adams. Pass to Robertson. Clock at 6. Paul for 3. But they'll get another chance. A second chance effort. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. And the layup's good off the glass. Conley's got 5 points so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Adams outside. Paul outside, and they double up Paul. Here's Robertson. Off target with his three.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. Oklahoma City leading by 19 points. And here is Paul. 8 points for him. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. Just 3 to shoot. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Paul. 10 points for him.
And he seems to be always a step ahead of everybody else, with that time Chris Paul bailing out the team as the shot clock runs out.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And they double up Paul. He dishes it to Adams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Bogdanovich with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Mitchell against Paul, and taken away by Paul. Lets a floater go, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Right wing, and here's Conley outside. The Jazz with another miss.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Pass to Muscala. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Five on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And Chris Paul hits from deep. Paul's got 13.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Knocked loose. Paul against Conley. Now Gobert. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And for Coach Billy Donovan of the Thunder, a lot on the line. In his last year of a 5-year contract with the team, the end result of this team will determine his future with the franchise.
Well, this team has never missed the playoffs under his watch, and the interesting thing with the massive trades that happened in the offseason, how much Billy Donovan gets the opportunity now to teach and coach this group of players.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here's Robertson. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Utah calls timeout. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Utah with the ball. Gobert dishes to Ingles. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 4. He's feeling it. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Looking to end the run. And it's Mitchell missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Paul against Conley. Adams trying to free himself up, and it's Paul missing. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. He kicks to Conley. The dish to Mitchell. Launches a 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Shot from 12. Paul with the bucket.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Adams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. No good on that one. Good D by Mitchell. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Robertson. Good D by Bogdanovich.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Tries it from the top of the key, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat him to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they play well.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward positions. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Tough last year for Robertson with the knee injury and missing a lot of the season, as he's a defensive staple for this team.
And with Robertson, his absence last year was definitely felt.
Yeah, it hurt the starting lineup and some of the balance that they had established for the last 3 or 4 seasons with Robertson in the lineup. He raises the level of that defensive intensity on a nightly basis.
The free throw drops for Robertson.
Well, there's no doubt he's known for defense and rebounding, but you have to admire the work Robertson has put in improving his shooting stroke.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Mitchell. High post, Gobert. Outside Conley. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Conley's got 7. Paul looking around. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock, and the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Paul. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Conley. To the inside. Ingles can't get it to go. Oklahoma City shooting 41% for the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. And here is Conley. 7 points in the game. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, that's blocked. But they recover it. Gobert with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Now here's Paul. Following the miss by Michael Conley. There's the triple. Paul can't get it to go.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Conley. The Jazz with another miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet little floater. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here is Conley. He has 7. Passes it to Ingles. Just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Robertson. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
And it's Utah's ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Paul with the steal. Ahead. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Paul against Conley. Knocks it loose. And there's another turnover by the Jazz. For the Thunder, Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Utah with a change here, too. Davis has checked in for Joe Ingles. Now, here's Schroeder. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Noel passes to Gallinari. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 10.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Can they get it? And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Ferguson. Dishes it to Schroeder. Kicks it out to Paul. 6 to shoot. Ferguson for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Conley. 7 points in the game. It's Schroeder with the drive, and that one is good. Schroeder's got 6.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Gobert against Noel. Conley for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
There's the lob to the hoop, and slam dunk by Noel.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Conley, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Another miss by Utah.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Moutier comes in for Mitchell. Paul finds Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And here's Gallinari outside. That shot off, so Utah will take it the other way. Outside Conley. They get a hand on it. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mike Muscala is checked in for Chris Paul. And Utah with a change here, too. Exum's checked in. Just 5 to shoot to end the drought. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Gallinari. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Poked away, stolen by O'Neal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Utah the rebound. Exum kicks to O'Neal. It's stolen by Schroeder. And he lays it straight in. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Here's Moutier. Gallinari making his last shot. Pass to Exum. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded close. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Noel. Stolen by O'Neal. Now here's Exum. He's guarded by Schroeder to halt the run, and the rejection by Noel.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Ferguson misses.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot, and an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now here's Exum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Clear passes to Noel. Now Gallinari. Pass to Ferguson. Six on the shot clock. Gallinari down low. O'Neal's there. A nice shot by Gallinari.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Moutier. Defense is right there. And the rejection by Noel. 4-on-3 break. Nobody near Schroeder. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Kept alive. O'Neal passes to Gobert. Goes back up. They grab their own miss. Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And maybe a good decision by the defender to foul. Davis's free throw percentage isn't much higher than his field goal percentage.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Davis. Green, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Scooped up. Gallinari finds Muscala. They shoot again. Noel passes to Muscala. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Now Schroeder. He's got 8. 1:46 left in the third. The pass to Gallinari. Fires the 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Exum dishes to Green. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Schroeder. Passes to Gallinari. Now Muscala. 5 to shoot. For 3. And it's Gallinari again missing. Utah has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now here's Exum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocked loose. Muscala with the ball. Now Green defending, and the Thunder pushing it up now. Noel down low. He's guarded by Davis. And it's Noel missing. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's Exum. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Noel missing. They push it up 4 on 3. O'Neal kicks to Moutier. Shoots the 3, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Oklahoma City with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Bradley. O'Neal is out there with Green. Then it's Exum, and it's Williams-Goss in at the 1. Trains the three-pointer.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Pass to Diallo. Beyond the arc. Utah with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Exum. He dishes it to Bradley. Adams, some nice D.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
The first one falls. George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Green. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Rebounded by Williams-Goss. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Exum with it. Now the pass to Williams-Goss. Another miss by Utah. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Nader. Adams outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so Green will bring it up for Utah. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Williams-Goss. Green left side. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Williams-Goss. Bradley trying to break free. Williams-Goss misses. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Diallo finds Schroeder. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Green, the pass to Williams-Goss. A 3-ball. And there's Green on the assist by Exum. 9 points for Jeff Green.
I mean, he's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Back to Adams. Pass to Baisley. Here's Diallo. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Niang passes to Exum. Here's Williams-Goss. He's guarded by Schroeder. Now Bradley. Here's Exum. And a miss there on the triple. Schroeder outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Adams kicks to Diallo. Adams against Bradley. Adams, the pass to Baisley. Schroeder surveying the floor. Another shot. No good there. Bradley with some nice D. Here's Williams-Goss. He's guarded by Schroeder. And the Thunder making a switch here. Burton's checked in. Here's Williams-Goss. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Bradley can't get it to go.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
The Jazz have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Burton, the pass to Diallo. Here's Burton. Count it from 12. Burton's got his first 2 points. Jazz have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Williams-Goss, the pass to Green. He feeds it to Bradley. There's the pass to Williams-Goss. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Now, here's Exum. Here's Williams-Goss. He's guarded by Diallo. Williams-Goss, the pass to Green. The high post shot, and the shot is good. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Here's Nader. There's the 3. Sinks the triple.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Utah's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And stolen by Diallo. Passes it to Burton. Again, the Thunder score. So it's the Jazz now. Here's Williams-Goss. Green inside. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. The Nader. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Utah with a change here, too. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for Dante Exum. The Jazz shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Bradley dishes to Mudiay. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Love Mudiay's tenacity on the drive, and he's rewarded with 2 free throws.
The free throw good from Mudiay. Both free throws good from Mudiay. Oklahoma City's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Burton. The layup off target. And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Aston Niang. Here's Williams-Goss. Pass to Niang. And stolen by Noel. And here's Diallo.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Noel with it. And there's the pass to Burton. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Utah has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Green, the pass to Williams-Goss. Back to Green, puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Diallo. Thunder shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Baisley, Noel trying to break loose, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Stolen. And they're moving it up. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Pass to Nader. Here's Baisley. Back to Diallo. Here's Noel. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Mudiay. Bradley kicks to Mudiay. Poked loose and stolen by Noel. Here's Burton, and he lays it up and in.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Now here's Green, outside Bradley. The Jazz working the ball around now. Pass to Williams-Goss. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. Here's Burton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. The first free throw is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And he can't hit the second.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Diallo the pass to Burton. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Over Moutier. Burton, no good. Utah's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Chris Paul.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Here's Bradley. The Thunder making the shot. Shoots. That one a little long.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Burton. Pass to Diallo. Here's Burton. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Oklahoma City gets it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Chris Paul. Chris, a very convincing win, and that doesn't happen often in this league. So what do you take from this?
You know, one thing that our coaching staff keeps stressing to us every night is that it's about us. You know, so regardless of score, we got to continue to try to get better because if we impose our will on the defensive end, the sky's the limit.
Well, the focus was there tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.